I'm Mary Jane Trapp. I am a judge on the 11th District Court of Appeals, so I serve Ashtabula, Lake, Geauga, Portage, and Trumbull County. And I've been a longtime Cleveland Metropolitan Bar Association member. And it is fantastic for me to open up my home and share some of my cooking ideas and tips for the Fit to Practice series. And hats off to my colleague, Judge John Russo, for doing this. And I would like to introduce Jennifer, who is my trainer and my wellness coach. Jennifer, introduce yourself.
I am Jennifer Pahalski. I'm a certified wellness coach. I've been practicing for about 12 years. Got into the field after losing 200 pounds and have had the privilege to work with thousands of clients through the Northeast Ohio area.
The first Fit to Practice recipe that we're going to do is a Bloody Mary shrimp cocktail. First of all, we take 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce and 1/2 cup of ketchup. And I'm not paid to endorse any of these products, but I love Primal Kitchen unsweetened ketchup. Doesn't have any sugar in it. I'm really trying to watch my sugar intake because carbs are the biggest problem that I have. Talk about sugar.
Sugar is the enemy.
Swaps.
Sugar is the enemy. Sugar swaps. One of my go-tos for cooking is the G.F. Hughes line, H-A-U-G-H-S. He has honey mustard, teriyaki. Sugar for everybody is probably our biggest culprit in weight gain. So anytime you can make a swap, even with baking, I use a lot of applesauce. I use Swerve. It has brown sugar, white sugar, powdered sugar.
Now I'm adding crystal sauce, which I am a hot sauce fanatic. The recipe actually calls for a couple of teaspoons, but I do it about like that. The recipe also calls for vodka, but you know, since it's noon, I'm not going to put the vodka in, but you can actually put vodka in. I skip barbecue sauce because of all the sugar, and I don't like the fake sugars. I don't think it really needs it, but we use horseradish. 2 tablespoons. So, actually, I'm just eyeballing this as well. I've made it enough. A little bit of black pepper. Then we add our veggies. I've got about 1.5 to 2 stalks, regular stalks of celery. And I use shallots. That's like 1/2 of a small shallot. You can use garlic. I'm not a big garlic fan with this recipe, so I'm leaving it out. And then we are going to put whole lemon juice in it. Now I cut the end off so that you have both ends. You get a lot more lemon juice out that way. So put that in. Then the secret sauce, Bloody Mary mix. And just eyeball it, but 4 shakes of Old Bay seasoning, which I could put Old Bay seasoning on anything.
When I started eating healthy, I realized you can get rid of the sugar and all about flavor with spices. So don't be afraid to try new things. You don't even miss all that artificial stuff.
Now for the protein. Steamed shrimp. I steamed these yesterday. This is going to marinate an hour in the fridge. Now that the shrimp is marinating for 45 minutes to an hour, you can let it go longer, but I wouldn't let it go overnight because then you end up sort of having ceviche.
Yeah,
so we're taking small bib leaf like this, just arrange them however you like. Part of why I did this as well, started doing all of this cooking, especially batch cooking during COVID, was you get lonely. I mean, I'm living in a house alone with a cat. And I needed sort of a creative outlet because sometimes I think law school beats the creativity out of you, and I like, art and design, but I'm not a great painter. So it was an idea of just coming home and making food that looked nice and was creative and trying out new things.
And I'm so proud of you for not being like everybody else who baked and gained
Oh no, I knew
Gain.
that was not going to happen. It would be okay. I will make a whole cake, and I will eat the whole cake.
Yes, I saw it.
We have that all done. So let me show you what the finished product looks like. So you would just layer the shrimp on there and put a shrimp on each one of them on top of the microgreens. Then I always put a little bit of the marinade on top of that because it's got the crunchy celery in it and the shallots. And then whatever kind of little creative crudités that you want. So these are Cornichon pickles, which I love Cornichon pickles, just pimentos and then some baby corn.
Beautiful.
So there you have Bloody Mary shrimp cocktail.